Walker is teasing her mic drop about Rulla's husband Brian Pontarelli, while a new report claims that Rulla and Brian made sure that Beth can't appear on Real Houses of Rhode Island Season 2. Beth posted another update to her Instagram story on Monday, this time writing, "Mic drop update," and included what appears to be a very short snippet of a video dated August 17th, 2025, where it sounds like you can hear Brian during a conversation with her.
It was Friday when the lights...
It's obviously a little hard to tell what was actually said in the video, and of course, we don't actually see Brian's face, so I'm not going to speculate about what she claims it proves. But Beth followed that with another photo of herself and Brian with an alien image put over his face, writing, "There's a reason you haven't seen it yet. Timing is everything." So she clearly wants people to know she has something, and it definitely sounds like her big mic drop is coming. But this also comes after Beth recently started posting more openly about her relationship with Rulla's husband, Brian. If you missed my previous videos, Brian recently went on a podcast and described that period of his life as his darkest time. Beth then responded by posting old photos of them together, including one where she wrote, "Funny, for the darkest time of your life, you sure smiled a lot." She also told Reality Blurb that she had initially been trying to take the high road, but after hearing Brian's interview, she decided to start speaking out. And she specifically disputed the idea that she's prevented from discussing their relationship because of an NDA, telling Reality Blurb, quote, "There is no NDA about our relationship." She called that just another lie that he hides behind. But now there's another interesting layer to all of this, because according to a separate exclusive from Reality Blurb, an unnamed insider claims that Beth allegedly won't be appearing on Season 2 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. That source said that Rulla and Brian allegedly renegotiated their contract, and there were 6 bullet points involving Beth. The source claims that Beth couldn't film, would be escorted out if she showed up during filming, that her name can't be discussed, and that she couldn't be added as a friend of the show. Which I completely understand how this is such a tough storyline for Rulla, but it is her storyline, and it's the story she came onto the show with. So I will say, I would be surprised if production goes along with any sort of demands, especially only one season in. And both Rulla and Brian have made comments on social media that are seemingly about Beth as well. So again, I do wonder how they'll avoid that topic if they're filming while all of this is happening. Reality Blurb source also made another pretty big claim about Season 1. Remember that polo match where Rulla and Brian suddenly left after Brian's mother was sick? Well, the insider claims that Beth and Brian actually had plans that day, and that Brian was allegedly doing things to appease Rulla because he was worried that she would throw him out. The source went on to say that Rulla tried to quit the show after the polo match and had essentially quit by the time the cast went on that castle trip. Reality Blurb's insider then claimed that Bravo then renegotiated with Rulla and Brian to keep them on the show. But again, Season 2 is filming right now, so even if Beth herself never steps in front of a Bravo camera, I just have such a hard time seeing how this entire situation just disappears from the show, especially when everyone involved keeps talking about it so publicly. And personally, I mean, if Beth really does have this mic drop, I'm more interested in what it actually proves than the tease itself. Like, how much worse could it get? Like, we already know that Brian cheated. But what do you think? If that insider's account is accurate, do you think Rulla and Brian were smart to allegedly negotiate boundaries, keeping Beth away from Season 2? Or if Beth really can't film or even be discussed, do you feel like we're getting the full reality of what's happening in Rulla's life? And what do you make of Beth's latest Instagram stories featuring Brian? Let me know in the comments.